Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Monday the 24th of February 2020. And on Saturday we published our gold and silver weekly update, where we stated for this coming week, in relation particularly to gold, quote, our inclination is a further rise, especially if one uses the recent breakout of the miners' charts as well. Some analysts are quoting a gold price rise up to $1,730 within the next 3 weeks. And this is indeed quite possible, though frankly we suspect it may then fall back for a few weeks after that, unless of course the coronavirus spreads further and faster. We also produced a video yesterday entitled, Is China Going to Cause a Global Economic Collapse? And also later last night, an important update on our Richard and Greg channel, where Greg gives his opinion that buying gold and silver now could be a very good insurance policy, with a downside risk of 10 to 20% at worst, but an upside potential of considerably more. Now we've placed links to all of these in the description box below. The reason for this early video today is to highlight that gold, and to a lesser extent silver, have both jumped this morning, and stock markets have fallen heavily by more than 3% in some cases, and we can expect similar when Wall Street opens later today. So let's take a look at some of the key headlines. Okay, so let's take a look at stock markets. Well, on Friday, as we can see, the Dow Jones closed at 28,992. That was down 227 points, a change of minus 0.78. The S&P was down 35 points, that was down 1%, and the Nasdaq was down 1.79%. at 9,576. Now that was Friday, but looking at today's markets, now we're doing this early Monday morning, in fact 9:09 GMT. So obviously the American markets haven't opened yet, but let's just take a look at what is going on around the rest of the world. We can immediately see that the Euro Stoxx 50 index is down 123 points. That's quite a considerable 3% fall. It's down 2% on the month, but still up on the year. But the important thing, and which we wish to highlight today, is what's happening now. So it's down 3%. The FTSE 100 index, the UK index, is down 2.73%, down 202 points, which is quite a lot on an index that is only 7,000 to begin with, or 7,200. The DAX index is down 452 points. That's currently the worst, 3.33% down. The CAC 40 is down 3.26%, and the IBEX 35 index is down 2.96%. Not looking good for Europe, Middle East and African stocks. Then we look at Asian Pacific, and the Nikkei is down 92, that's 0.39%. The Topix index in Tokyo is down, just marginally to be fair. Quite importantly, the Hang Seng index is down 1.79%, and the other big mover is the S&P ASX 200 index, down 2.25%. And if we now take a look at the Bloomberg article published today at 8:25 GMT, that was yesterday, but updated this morning at 8:09, we can see headline, stocks pummeled, havens jump as virus fears mount, markets wrap. European stocks and US equity futures tumbled on Monday, and havens surge as the increase in coronavirus cases outside of China roiled risk assets. The yield on 10-year treasuries fell to the lowest since 2016. The Stoxx Europe 600 index slid at the open, dragged lower by miners and automakers. Contracts on the three main American equity gauges all sank. This is important to bear in mind for when the American markets open later today, after finance chiefs and central bankers from the largest economies said this weekend that they saw the virus bringing downside risks to global growth. In Asia, shares in Seoul saw the brunt of losses, down 3.9%, with Hong Kong, Sydney and Shanghai also declining. Japan is shut for a holiday. Italy's sovereign bonds dropped as the country became Europe's epicenter for virus cases over the weekend, and Brent crude oil tumbled 3%. Risk appetite is flagging as the coronavirus spreads further outside China, raising concerns about the prospect of a global pandemic. Last week's flight to safe assets is carrying over into this week as South Korea on Monday reported infections jumped by 161 to 763, and Italy locked down an area of 50,000 people near Milan. Quote, "While the coronavirus is probably slowing in China, it is speeding up elsewhere," unquote, said Charles Gillams, Managing Director at RJMG Asset Management Limited. Its impact on Chinese business is already deep, so whether that has a one economic quarter impact of some severity or is a bigger issue remains unclear, and indeed we won't know for a while. End of article. Let's now take a brief look at the price of gold, and we can immediately see that in sterling terms, gold is currently £1,302, silver is $1,453, and platinum is $756. In dollar terms, gold has risen to $1,683, silver doing really well at $1,878, and platinum at $977. And in euros, 1,554 for gold, 17 euros 34 for silver, and 901.7 for platinum. How does that compare for the day? Let's just take a quick look. Just for today, we can immediately see that gold is up $39. Just today, $39. Huge increase. Silver is up today 28 cents. Not as much as gold. Let's go back to gold. Make sure I've pressed the right button. Go back to gold. Yes, $39 for gold. In pound terms, gold is up today £34. Silver is up 26 cents. In pounds, silver is up 26 pence. So substantial move this morning on gold and silver prices. If these headlines are correct, we can see that this situation is likely to be with us for some time to come. And even though China may be able to control the outbreak or reduce the spread further within its own borders, other countries are now beginning to be seriously affected by it. If the United States in particular has a major outbreak, then all bets are off, and we will undoubtedly see a significant stock market decline, a much higher gold followed by silver prices. The dollar too could be affected, and if its current level is hit hard, then we all know what happens to commodity prices when the dollar falls. Whilst the fundamentals suggest that both of these precious metals are at fair price for the moment, this grey swan looks as if it may indeed transform to a black one. And if it does, then the upside potential is significant. Certainly higher than any correction that may result should the virus be eventually contained. Finally, we do suggest that you follow Richard and Greg, as we will provide updates every 2 or 3 days on this situation. Thank you so much for listening, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell sign so that you're notified of our videos as and when they are published. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe either as a free or paying member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.